Hello, Mr. Raka, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I said on a lighter note, let me tell Mr. Kuje to tell the Gambian government that they should contact Nigeria so that we can improve their network, because Gambian network is not as good as Nigerian network.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't interfere with Gambia's internal affairs.
No, we'll help you. We'll be exporting network. We're exporting extra data to Gambia.
No, they can do it on government-to-government basis. I don't interfere in their affairs at all.
Okay.
I wish Nigeria can even get the type of network they have in Gambia. It would have even better. Nigeria don't have electricity, but Gambia has a steady electricity, so we are even more backward than Gambia. Oh, no. Anyway,
it's okay. Now, that's on a lighter note, actually. So you see, the day before yesterday, the news filtered in that there was a prison break in Abuja, in Kuje precisely, and a number of terrorists were set free, numbering up to 600. Now, if you look at the number 600, that is wholesome. That is not a number to joke about. And having read so much, and there might be rumors or they might be true, but I think I read a few things about the prison break. And I'm told that 12 hours before the prison break, some people who work as warders in that place and security apparatuses were asked to leave and replaced by another group. And don't forget that I'm just trying to make narratives that you can add, you can cross a few T's and dot it, and you just make the connections. A week before this jailbreak, the Abuja municipal enacted a law that by 7 o'clock, all gardens and joints should close. Because in Abuja, actually, what happened in Abuja is that when people close from work, say at about 6 or 7, because of the hold up, some of these people, like the big men, they like to go into garden, relax, unwind, maybe from that time till around 10. By 10, they hold up on most of the road, like the road leading to AYA, to Nyanya, Massacre, the hold up would have subsided. Also leading to Kuba and the rest. I think there are about 4 or 5 flash points, the one in Apo, where the hold up are much. So a lot of people go to the joints to wait out the period of the hold up on major access roads. So, but the government now said that people should leave the garden. The garden should be closed on or before 7 p.m. Some people can stay to the garden till 10 and 11, sometimes 12. So if you connect the dots, you can actually connect to the fact that these things are coordinated. These things are not just coordinated by those who went to break the jail. And nobody died. Because to break a maximum security in Abuja, there has to be some sort of resistance. But there was no resistance. People didn't die. Only injuries were sustained. It was as if, because it was this, in fact, one is afraid because I am in Nigeria. I'm not in Gambia like Mr. Kuje. There are things I would have been bold enough to say. It's more or less like people are just shooting in the air to assume or to simulate a scenario that there is an actual exchange of fire. But yet, no, but do you know what it means to liberate 600 people from the prison? Because the law states that
Mr. Raka, I don't think that is true. Let's quickly play this video because I saw this morning that
what is not hold on. What is not true? What did I say that is not true?
They said that one person was reported dead and some injured.
Okay, one person agreed. If it's because one person died. You see, my problem with discussing issue like this is I'm not saying I'm too I'm not saying hold on, madam. Hold on, ma. Hold on. No. Please, I have a flow. You don't break that flow, I beg. I have a flow. Don't break it. Now,
all right.
You see, I'm trying to create a picture for you. Forget video, forget what you see. What is reported is usually different from what actually happened. But I'm trying to create a picture for you. Let's say it's even 100 people, not 600, just 100 people. You are freeing 100 people from prison. Now, if one person, just one person, if you make an attempt to escape from prison, even if your offense was just stealing 600 naira or was just two fighting, if you are trying to escape from a prison, the law says that you can be gunned down and be shot dead. If you are trying to escape from a prison, you can be. It is the right of the people in charge to shoot you down and gun you down. Now, the person who died is a reported speech. You see, it's like you guys don't know what is happening in Nigeria. They will report that somebody died, but maybe nobody died. I'm just telling you the truth. I am the one who is here. Now, even if somebody died, just imagine 600 people leaving the prison. And if you see the casual, because the pictures of what they showed to us after the prison break, buses were burnt, houses were burnt, motorcycles were burnt. There was carnage. And in all this carnage, not one member of those people escaping were gunned down. Immediately after the prison break, the warder, I don't know what they call the highest authority in the prison. Is it the chief warder or what? The chief warden or something came out and said all the prisoners, 600, all of them escaped. And then I think this chief, I'm being very careful when I call military or this. I don't want to call, but those who were in charge to secure these prisoners came and confirmed that all the prisoners escaped. So I'm trying to put in my head how 600 people, even if they are working in 10, that's 60 batch. It's not easy. It's not easy that the warders are just helpless. What were they protecting? You have high security risk personnel in the prison, and you were not prepared for it. And people just came, shot at the air. There was no resistance. People didn't, and they just. So my brother, this country is a joke. Honestly, for me, the country is a joke. The country, we're in a big joke, and the future is not sweet for me. Perhaps, Kuje, you would like to add one or two things here.
Okay. Now, can you hear me, please?
I can, loud and clear.
Good. This is not the first time similar things are happening. You remember Kankara boys, the students who were captured or who were kidnapped at Kankara.
Yeah.
They were taken into captivity. They paid ransom before they released them. I can't remember the exact number, but it was a huge number.
I wanted to play the video.
No,
Mr. Kuje, sorry.
Don't worry.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Let me play the video, please.
Okay.
I'll play the video before you start making your comments. Sorry about that.
At least one person has died and 3 others injured in an attack on the Kuje Correctional Center in the Federal Capital Territory. During a visit to the facility after last night's attack, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Interior, Mr. Shaibu Belgore, explains that about 600 inmates escaped from the facility. Over 300 of them have been recaptured and some are on the way. He adds that the facility holds 994 inmates and that the attackers who he suspects are Boko Haram terrorists attacked the facility to rescue their co-conspirators.
You see?
Okay.
They have said it. They have said it all. They said Boko Haram members.
994 is the population of inmates. And when they broke
okay, you heard that, sir. You heard that.
Yes, okay. Now you see, Channels TV. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Good. Channels TV is it's a reliable news outlet. This is what they told them, and they are reporting what they told them. So that is that. And the issue is this. This issue of kidnapping did not start, escape or whatever it is, did not start today. The Kankara boys, or students, who were kidnapped some time ago, it was a huge number. Nobody was arrested. Nobody was shot. I mean, to cut away that number of students at a go speaks volume. It means there was something like connivance somewhere. That's why the security agents could not or did not do anything about it.
Now you are talking.
I remembered in the 80s, I think 86 or thereabout, I can't remember clearly, Nigerian external telecommunications in Lagos caught fire. Probably they embezzled money, I do not know. The issue is this. About 2 weeks or so to that time, there were rumors that they are going to set the place on fire. So they sent fire brigade and other security agents there. This was during Shagari's time. Now, when nothing happened, they removed the fire brigade and the security men. As soon as they did that, the building went on fire. They burnt the building from top to bottom. That was during Shagari's time. I was a student at the University of Lagos. And while the building was burning, Shagari entered a jet and flew to India on state visit or whatever it is, while his house was burning. So this is not the first time this kind of things are happening. Now, the Nigerian state has got surplus security agents to put these things under control. People are suspecting very strongly that there seem to be connivance between the state and certain actors, non-state actors. It might not be official connivance. Maybe there are some trusted officials who have betrayed the trust the system has in them, supplying information to this terrorist for one reason or the other. That is what I'm suspecting. Now, there was a time we talked about Tucano jets. If we bring the jets from America, terrorism will be a thing of the past. The Tucano jets are here. They paid huge sums of money, unquantifiable sums of money, to get those jets down. Since the jets arrived, the situation is even getting worse. I believe there seems to be connivance. Now, there was a map I showed on this program some time ago. Please, let me show it again for the viewers to see the point I want to make. Let's see, please, if you don't mind. Can you see anything on the screen?
Let me see. Yes, it's
Good.
here.
Good. Now, I want to show Sambisa Forest.
It's coming, it's loading.
Okay. As if
It's not showing. It's not showing.
It's not showing.
No.
Okay, hold on. It will show. Wait, hold on, it will show. Can you see anything?
Still the same.
Why?
Nothing is coming.
No, something should appear.
Okay, just make your point so we don't waste time on the transfer of file.
Yes, just make the point. I think we saw the map before.
Okay, now
I know the map of Sambisa Forest.
Okay, now that area they call Sambisa Forest is not a forest. It's savanna grassland. In geography, we call it Sahel Savannah, not even Sudan or Guinea Savannah. Sahel Savannah is a semi-desert area. It is not possible for an aeroplane to fly over a Sahel Savannah region without seeing the ground. But if you go to a place like River State, Cross River State, Delta State, Ondo State, and parts of Edo State, when an aeroplane is flying, above the forest, it is not possible for them to see the floor of the forest. So what they're calling Sambisa Forest is just a scam. They're deceiving people to believe that these boys are hiding in Sambisa Forest. There's no forest in Borno State to start with. So that place they call Sambisa Forest is to deceive people. This is just what is happening. Anyway, the issue is this. The state has failed the people, unfortunately. When we say the state, I don't mean only the president or the legislators. You and me, we all constitute the state. But unfortunately, when we supply information to state actors who are to control, who are fighting terrorism, they seem to betray the confidence we have in them. There are some soldiers who are fighting wholeheartedly to put the situation under control. But there are some in their midst who are compromising, the compromising types in their midst who supply information to these terrorists. There was a time Jonathan Goodluck said, on my cabinet, there is Boko Haram inside, among my cabinet members. I remember the man said it some years ago. And this is what is happening now. On Buhari's cabinet, probably there are Boko Haram members in it. And unfortunately, there's nothing we can do anymore because the country is now completely lawless. That no amount of effort under the present dispensation can bring the situation under control. And this is why I've always insisted that Nigeria can never be reformed without great risk. The things happening now seem to be the risk we are taking to reform the country. Because
Are you aware that the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, after the Kuje prison, tweeted and said he is shocked and was wondering why can a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is responding just like how every other citizen will also respond, which means he is complaining to the citizen as if it is a position of the citizen to take care of the situation.
The issue is that he is briefed on the security situation of the country on daily basis, if not hourly basis. Whenever anything happens, he's fully aware. If he is saying that he's shocked now that it is happening, it means it has never happened before. Worse things have happened before. Did they not attack Nigerian Defense Academy? That is even more deadlier than attacking Kuje prison. Did they not bomb UN headquarters in Abuja? Is that not more devastating than what happened at Kuje prison? What about in the, what's it called, Northeast, where they beheaded some farmers some years ago, about 2 or so years ago? Is it not more dastardly than what happened at Kuje prison? So probably he do not know the meaning of the word "I am shocked." He do not know what it means to be shocked, but that's what it means.
Let me also add something, and I want to. I'm directing this statement to this comment to Nekpe. You see, there is something you should there is something you should know about Nigerian journalism. You see, you guys live in an organized society, so you use those society as standards to measure what you should happen in Nigeria. Unfortunately, Nigeria has lost what is called standards. Why am I saying so? You see, in Jos here, even before we started noticing crisis any other place in Nigeria, Jos has been the haven of killings, crises, bombings, and a whole lot of other things. Now, when they killed, when the mayhem happened in Jos, and we record about 100, 200 people dead, like the 2001 Jos crisis, which I'm sure not less than 2,000 people lost their lives. But what were they saying on news? That it's 30 people died, about 30 people died, 30 waiting. When on my street alone, I can count about 30 people who died. So you can see that whenever something happens in Nigeria, what the federal government does is to now kind of re-narrate the actual events. So what I do is that those eyewitnesses who will not, whose accounts the news medium will not carry, those who are reporting that it's 100 people that they freed, these are not eyewitnesses. These are functionaries of government who will present the news in such a way that it will not seem as devastating as ordinarily it is. And one other thing, you see, like I said, this is a very sensitive issue, and one, I'm trying to choose my words, but you know me, my emotions, sometimes I'm overwhelmed by my emotions. The truth is this: just a day or 2 days before the Kuje escape, the president advance convoy was attacked. And then 2 days later, prison inmates were released, terrorists were released. Do you know what it means to free one hardened criminal back into the society? talk less of 100 hardened criminals, people who have killed, people who don't know what it means, people who don't, regard the sanctity of life back into the system. And I can assure you that those people will never be caught. In Plateau State, where I am too, same thing. Was it last year or 2 years ago? I think it was last year. Terrorists were also released from the prison. They were never caught. The ones that the man is saying that some people were caught, about 100 of them are caught, and they are coming back. It's a lie. There's nobody. I don't think, it's my opinion, I don't think anybody is caught. Now, why I don't want, oh my God, because of the sensitiveness of the issue, I'm picking my word. Why will the system allow, why will the system allow terrorists back into society? Could they be amassing already certified soldiers who have been certified, can do dirty jobs? Are they bringing it back for what they anticipate will happen in the future? Because don't forget, there was a statement which said sometime in the past, during the Jonathan administration, they said that we will make the government ungovernable. But unfortunately, the soldiers that were amassed in preparation for making the government ungovernable became useless, because we have a Jonathan who made a phone call to say that his blood is not what, his political ambition is not worth the blood of any Nigerian. And therefore, the soldiers that were amassed, their use was no longer available. And they couldn't return them because they claimed that the arrangement they had, they were not being paid. So they found, now that they're in Nigeria, they now found a very vulnerable country with low security apparatuses. Imagine, these are not trained soldiers, these are militants or terrorists. And you are telling me for the past 7, 8, 9 years that you cannot actually contain a group of people that are far less than the number of Nigerian military. Are you telling me that the whichever place that these people have the power to get weapons from, the Nigerian government with legal backing cannot get superior weapons than these people, so much so that civilians can go and get better sophisticated weapons to attack a country's national security apparatus? Like Mr. Apojowe said, where have they not attacked? They have attacked Nigerian Defense Academy. They have attacked Nigerian headquarters. But let me tell you, I think one can confidently say at this point in time now, look, there is collusion between operatives that are embedded into the Nigerian system with these terrorists. The late Abacha once said, was it Abacha also once said that if terrorism exceeds 3 days, was it 3 days or 30 or 3 days in operation, government is involved. Now this terrorism has gone way past 3 days, way past 3 months, way past 3 years. So how much proof does Nigeria need to be convinced now that government has involved? Because you cannot tell me that in 3 hours somebody will just come and raid Kuje prison and free 3 hours and free 600. They say 100 and something. Okay, 100 and something, judging by what they reported. It's not possible. It's not possible. And then only one person sustained injury. If you are making an attempt to free prison from prison, that requires heavy gun battle, heavy gunfight, and casualties must be sustained on both sides. When you come, you are shooting at the sky, pretend so that they will be, and then burn a few cars to make it look as if look. It is us that they are playing for fools. These things are well orchestrated, and I'm very sorry to say, because I'm in Nigeria, I am picking my words.
Okay.
It's rather so unfortunate.
Now, may I come in?
Yeah.
Now, when
yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
It is not an easy thing to break a prison. In Benin City, there's a medium security prison along Saple Road, opposite Specialist Hospital in Benin. During the NSAS movement, to my surprise, they said that the demonstrators break the prison. I had cause sometime in the dead past, when I was very young, to enter that prison yard. It is impossible to break a medium security prison gate, get inside and free people. But that is what they did in Benin City during NSAS. There was connivance. They opened the gate. They opened the gate from my own assessment for the inmates to run out in order to discredit the NSAS movement. At Kuje prison, they are telling us that the terrorists, they break in and this, that, 600 escaped. Anyway, there's connivance from the look of things. This is not the first time. This is not the first time security forces are conniving with criminals in Nigeria. There was an example I cited some time ago on this program. When Lawrence Anini and his gang were misbehaving in Benin City, the federal government had cause to believe that something is happening behind the scenes. So they decided to transfer all the senior police officers out of the state and they replaced them with new ones. That strategy contributed to the arrest of Lawrence Anini at number 26 on Yemusa Street, near Igodala Primary School off Teddy Secular Road in Benin City. That's where they arrested the boy. And in the course of the investigation, it was clear, beyond all reasonable doubt, that George Yamu was conniving with these boys, along with the Inspector Erowa and one Isaac, something ala Sujuku. They were released. All the others were found guilty. And on two different occasions, they faced the firing squad at a Kenwa firing range in Benin City. That is a case of police officers conniving with criminals. That issue was addressed, and that brought the Anini saga to a final close in Benin. In Lagos, there was a self-styled doctor, Dr. Ishola Oyenusi. He terrorized the whole of the West. He's a native of Okitipupa. They knew that there were some anyway, they addressed the issue. And I mean, it was executed, as I said some time ago. An innocent man was among those executed. The personnel manager of Wahoo Industries in Ikeja, Lagos, Joel Amamieye, his co-workers roped him into that problem to get rid of him because of the internal struggles within the industry there. The man was wrongly executed. In the East, it was Okotoko 7. The Igbos, they got together, got them arrested, and eventually they were executed. Now, these things that have been happening in northern Nigeria, the northerners seem not to be worried at all about what is going on. They are not collaborating with security agents to bring the people to book. If George Yamu can face the firing squad for what he did, if George Yamu faced the firing squad for what he did against the state, and it is his own fellow Benin people who brought him out. They brought him out, that this is the man causing the problems. And in fact, Pari Osayande, one of the top police officers in Lagos then, came to organize his arrest. They did not spare him as a fellow Benin man. So why are the northerners covering up? Why are the northerners covering? Why are the northerners?
Go ahead.
Why are the northerners shielding their people from arrest? They cannot tell me that they don't know those who are doing these things among the northerners. And they can't tell me that they are the Igbos who are doing it there, or the Yorubas in the north are those doing it, or the Midwest or minority people.
I can simply answer that question for you.
It is
the reason why
I do not expect Buhari to come and carry out investigations and arrest those who are responsible. That is not his duty. His duty is a general overseer of the country. In the course of overseeing the country, should he identify people with questionable integrity, there is no reason why he should not be they should not be booted out. That is his responsibility. So I see that the whole case is a matter of connivance at very high level. For reasons best known to them, it could be political because of the next election. If they feel that they are losing power, so the country should be ungovernable, it is very unfortunate because at the end of the day, there will be no winner and we shall all be losers in one way or the other. So the security situation of the country is bad enough, and it is the survival of, this problem is an existential threat. The existence of Nigeria is being threatened. People are already rumoring that Buhari might be the last president of Nigeria. Jokingly, I met somebody some time ago who said that Buhari is the best president Nigeria has ever had. That was what the guy said. Then I asked him, what do you mean? He said that if Buhari had not come back as president of the republic, he would not have been able to lay the foundation for the breakup of Nigeria. Because what is going on now is a foundation for the breakup of Nigeria, which I think we should not encourage. So this is why we are calling on the Northerners to behave the way the Benin's behave against George Yamu. It is their responsibility to bring out these people. If they are from outside West Africa, like what's it called? Is it ISWAP they call it, whatever it is? They are coming under tribal and religious platform. They are coming because of their tribal affinity and religious affinity. That is what is bringing them here. So since it is the Northerners who belong to that tribe and religion, it is their responsibility to bring out these foreigners causing this problem. When I was living in South Africa, I noticed that the Ndebele people, they are in Zimbabwe and they are also in South Africa, just like the Yorubas in Benin and Nigeria. But South African Ndebeles are not exactly that of Zimbabwe, but they are the same people, the same lineage. That does not mean that when they are raiding what we call illegal immigrants, they spare those from Zimbabwe. They cut the whole of them, put them on train, and send them to Beit Bridge. The same thing with the Swati people from Swaziland and South Africa. They can also cut across the border. So the fact that we have houses of Fulanis in Nigeria, that does not make a Nigerian Fulani a Nigerian. If they are coming to cause problems here, it is the responsibility of the Fulanis in Nigeria to alert the federal government that this is what is going on. But from the look of things, they seem to pay more allegiance to their tribe than the nation. Just like the example I cited some time ago, when Buhari voted for a Nigerian against a Nigerian at the Organization of African Unity Conference in Addis Ababa many years ago. An Igbo man vied for a position, Secretary General. A Nigerian also vied for the post. Buhari voted for a Nigerian against a Nigerian, an Igbo man. So where lies the, what's called loyalty? So if you are telling people to be loyal to your country, to be dedicated, to have your country at heart, you have no other country other than Nigeria, and you are doing the opposite, people don't take you serious. So this is the situation we find ourselves. Unfortunately, those who escape from Kuje prisons, they will never be caught anymore. They already experienced, what's it called? They already experienced the act of, you can't catch them anymore. That set is completely gone. They know what to do in order not to experience what they went through. So from the look of things, the country is disintegrating. It's like a cube of sugar dropped in water. It's dissolving slowly. It's just a question of time. If the process continues, we have to pack up the country, which will not be to the good of anybody.
Yes. So dozens of Boko Haram members are left loose in the country. How will this post?
Yeah, I think Mr. Kuje said something very important. He said, if they think it's because they are losing power. I like that phrase. I think they are weighing the, I think some, look, it is not the entire North that is doing what is happening. It is those people who claim to be cabal that want to insist that power must remain along them. When I say cabal, I also include with the pretenders in the part of that cabal. That's people like in other people that non-Fulani who think they are also cabal, but they're actually instruments for the main people who consider themselves as cabal. So I think they are beginning to see the apathy in the Nigerian populace. And if there is a vote today, they might not just get the power. So I think they are making preparation to make the country ungovernable, to pave way for a military intervention. So I think this is what this thing is all about, because I told you a while ago that, judging from what I've heard, not news, insiders that the real people who are supposed to be looking after the prison were taken away 12 hours before that raid. Why? Somebody should come and explain to me, why did you remove them?
I've explained to you, this thing happened during Shagari's time. They were when they bombed Nigeria External Telecommunications in Lagos, the security men they put there, they removed all of them. Immediately they left, the building went on fire. I hope you are getting me. So this is the same.
Yeah.
This is the same tactics they are playing. But again, I remember Wole Soyinka said that they've suppressed NSAS. I'm not quoting him exactly, I mean, using his exact words, but what he was saying is that they've suppressed NSAS movement. But when these youths are coming back again, it's going to be something else. Should the military take over the government of Nigeria?
That would be the final nail on the coffin of Nigeria.
See what the youth will do. I'm not one of them. I'm not in touch with any of them. I'm just analyzing issues from outside the country. But if the military should make the mistake of declaring a coup, that is something very catastrophic. And one thing that is likely to cause a problem again is this. In the next election, on the first round of voting, nobody is likely to come out a clear-cut winner, because you need to get 2/3 of the state. I think 1/3 of the votes cast in 2/3 of, so something like that.
2/3 of the state in 25 states.
Nobody will be able to get such, I mean, overwhelming, what's it called, majority, because we are assuming that the election will not be rigged, which of course is not the case. It will be rigged. Anyway, if nobody is able to get it, the Constitution says the first two, we have to face the electorate again. If none of the two is able to get it, then the third round is going to be simple majority. Before they go through these three processes, that is, if there is no rigging, which I think is not the, I mean, there will surely be rigging. If they go through,
it's almost impossible.
Yeah, if they go through these three processes of elections, the political atmosphere will be overcharged, and the government cannot stand it. Just like Tinubu, things fall apart, the center cannot hold. No government can stand the tension.
I think the problem of the country is just a group of people refusing not to play by the book, a group of people refusing to play fair, a group of people deluding in the delusion that the country belongs to them. You see, when we say there are people who think that the country belongs to them, because you have a rational mind, it is difficult for you to assimilate. But the truth is that there are people who believe that this country belongs to them. There are people who believe that you, Mr. Kuje, you, Nekpe, you are beneath them. And therefore, because you are beneath them, you should not rule over them. This is what they believe. They honestly believe that because they believe you are below them, you should not rule over them. You must accept that fact. Look, I know this is not bad, but let me just digress a bit. The reason why the merger between Labour Party and NNPP could not hold was because a Tambuwal cannot imagine himself being a deputy to Peter Obi, because it is a taboo in the north for them to assume a lower role. The boss, why now you talk? The boss, this position of being the boss, they not believe it's their birthright. It is their right to be boss, whereas the rest of us should be walking over them. Now, you may have all the knowledge, you must be as intelligent as Einstein. Your IQ is more than Einstein's IQ, but you are only good for work. Administrative bossing is an exclusive preserve for the North. You must understand, we must understand this is how they are wired. And if they cannot get it, they do everything possible to eliminate you. It is what they believe, and you can't change it. So when talking about these people or dealing with them, you must have that at the back of your mind, that this is who they are and they will never change.
No, you see, look at it this way. When Obasanjo was civilian head of state, who was his deputy? I can't remember. Who was his deputy?
Atiku.
Atiku was a northerner. but he served under Obasanjo.
Yeah.
And there was very serious push. When Jonathan Goodluck.
There was what?
Jonathan Goodluck. When he was president.
Yeah.
His deputy was, I think.
Atiku.
Jonathan Goodluck.
Atiku was his vice president.
What about Obasanjo?
Who are you? Obasanjo. Atiku was deputy to Obasanjo.
Who was Jonathan Goodluck's vice president?
Yes, vice president.
Namadi Sambo.
Good. Now, these are cases of Northerners serving under Southerners at federal level. What happened between Kwankwaso and Peter Obi is this. From my own assessment, Kwankwaso is ready to serve under Peter Obi as vice president.
No. That's not true. That's not true. That's absolutely not true.
Let me finish. Kwankwaso was probably ready to serve under Peter Obi as vice president. But the other Northern cabal, they drew his attention to the implications. Excuse me, wait.
Go ahead.
If it were to be somebody like Bola Tinubu who approached him, that leave your party, come and join me as vice president, there's a possibility that he would have accepted it. The issue is that they don't want they don't want an Igbo man to be there. That is the bottom line.
Correct.
Because the animosity.
This I agree with you.
The animosity they have for the Igbos is unquantifiable. You cannot quantify it. And the reason is because of the January 1966 coup. They killed Balewa, they killed Sokoto, they killed Mai Malari and prominent leaders in the north. But they should not also forget that even my own man, from the same ethnic group as myself, Chief Festus Okotie-Eboh was also killed. Akintola was killed.
Akintola was killed as well, yes.
So we have not held the Igbos accountable.
And Awolowo would have been killed because he was in jail at that time.
In Calabar.
Yes.
Now, we, the Urobos and the Chekiris, we've never held the Igbo man responsible for the death of Chief Festus Okotie-Eboh. The reason is because those who killed him, they are not the innocent Igbo man selling whatever it is on the streets in Igbo land. They never knew anything.
Absolutely.
So, deep down in our heart is Kaduna Ozogu and his boys who killed our man. If we are angry, we should go and face those people, not the innocent Igbo.
Yes.
But the Hausas and the Fulanis,
they don't forget, they don't forgive.
They just feel that whatever you do against me, the third and fourth generations should pay the price of whatever you've done against me. You get the point? So, see a man like, what's his name? Adekule Fajuyi. Ironsi was with him in State House when Ironsi was on a state visit to Western region. While he was there, these bad boys went there to tell them, sir, you are under arrest. Fajuyi told them, look, this man is my guest. You can't take him away. During the push and pull, in order for the coup plot not to leak, they took the two of them away and sent them to hell. What has Fajuyi done? If they are venting their anger on an Igbo man, JTU Aguyi Ronsi, what has that got to do with Fajuyi? Why did they not take the two of them away, lock Fajuyi somewhere and kill Ironsi? So while they were killing the country, they've committed horrendous, quantifiable horrendous atrocities. But if we are to be dwelling on the past, we will get nowhere. You get the point? Sadana Sokoto is dead, is gone. Balewa is dead, is gone. Okotie-Eboh is gone, and all the others who died. The whole world, not only Nigeria alone, condemned the Igbos for what happened during that war. I'm sorry, during that military coup. They killed nobody in the East. Michael Okpara escaped. Nnamdi Azikiwe escaped. What's this man in Osadebe of Midwest escaped?
Everybody that is Igbo escaped.
Good. Even this man, what's his name? Dr. Zik was in the Caribbean pretending to be sick on medical holidays. The doctor told him that you are okay now, you can go back. He was dilly-dallying. I can't remember the man's name. The doctor is a Benin man. He left him in the Caribbean. The doctor came back. This guy was dilly-dallying. A few days later, the military struck, January 15, 1966. What they did is I mean, unquestionably bad to the whole country. But again, look at what they suffered during the Civil War. It's unquantifiable. Over 1 million of them died. So what exactly are the Northerners looking for? What vengeance do they want to wreak on them, which they have not even wreaked 1,000,000 times on them? These people have been crying marginalization since the end of the Civil War. At the end of the war, Edwin Clark and his guys, they went to congratulate Yakubu Gowon in Lagos for fighting the war successfully. Gowon virtually wrote them off because he said that the war, I mean, at the end of the war is no victor, no vanquish. So there's no point coming to me in Lagos. But this cabal in the north, they are using this as an opportunity, or I mean, they are using it as a weapon to perpetuate their grip on power. I'm not against any tribe being in power in Nigeria. If a Fulani man can be there for life, I don't care. But the issue is develop the country. They have no blueprint.
But the truth is that very soon, I'm sure in another 3 or let's say in another 1 month, you will come out and tell them that you said it a while ago, but this whole thing that we are facing right now, in fact, that's why I am very interested in this. This whole thing that you are seeing is all about not allowing an Igbo man to be president in Nigeria.
Yeah, no,
you said it a while ago.
No, you see, the issue is this. It's not the entire North that is saying the Igbo man should not be president.
No, the cabal in the North. I mean the cabal. Sorry, the cabal in the North.
No, as for Peter Obi, frankly speaking, I don't know much of him. But all I know
said so many times on this show.
He has been eating and drinking with them. So what went wrong along the line, I do not know. But it is up to the people of Nigeria to decide who their leaders should be. When I look at the innocent Hausa man, some of them are here in the Gambia. I mean, there's need for us to address their problems. They are going through hell in northern Nigeria. They deny them.
But the truth is that this hell and this denial of education that you're saying, you see, the same people who have denied them this hell have taught them that this is the life that is best for them, and they've accepted it.
No,
we've said this in a while ago. And the same people have.
You, an educated man, will not accept it because of your level of education and exposure.
Of course, and that's why they will not allow them to be educated, because once educated, you start thinking for yourself.
Good. So they don't want the. Let me cite an example. Look at all the universities in Nigeria. How many universities in the north offer a degree program in philosophy?
None.
None. Because philosophy is concerned with critical thinking.
Yeah.
You get the point? They train you to be very critical in your thinking.
Plugger.
Is it Ahmadu Bello? Is it Sokoto? Is it Kano? Maiduguri? Jos? I mean, they don't offer BA, what's called philosophy degree, not even to talk of masters or PhD in philosophy. So these people, intellectually, are suppressed. The rest of Nigeria just have to help them in one way or the other to bring them up. And this is the root cause of the problem. The ruling cabal in the north are a problem to the human race, if not to Nigeria. It's not just Nigerians alone.
They've been a problem they've been a problem to Nigeria before independence, during independence, and since after independence. It's like they're handing over this. Look, we brought somebody here on this channel, and we're not going to call his name. You could see the resolve with which he believes that this country belongs, and he's not ashamed about it. He says it, that the country belongs to them. He's your senior brother, he's your elder brother. We need to change this narrative. I cannot sell this rubbish to my children. I cannot sell this rubbish to my children. My children will grow up and believe that for you to become politically relevant here, you must travel to the north and seek their blessing. My children will never grow up with that narrative, not at all. From the age of 6 months, I've been telling them that, look, this is your political authority, this is your political right, and these are your political advantages. If you bring my son on this political discussion, you'll be shocked that he knows so much about Nigeria, more than me. Though he may not delve in histories of the past, but political analysis of now, you'll be shocked at what he will tell you. I taught him
You
So
know,
it doesn't relate with other people's children and become naive.
One thing is this. By nature, I think I made this statement when we last met some time ago. By nature, no politician anywhere in the world voluntarily relinquishes political power. Either age will make you to relinquish it, or constitutional injunction will make you to relinquish it, or something beyond your control. Anybody who is in power, you say that you should relinquish your political power voluntarily, it doesn't happen. It's the nature of man. Good. Just like, let's say, the Abuja of Ijebu land, or the Emir of Kano, who is meant to be, a traditional ruler for life. At a point, he will say, oh, I'm tired. Please, if you want this position, come and take. It doesn't work like that. The nature
Then
of
it happens in the West, like in the UK, the prime ministers resign so many times.
Constitution, no, excuse me, they resign. You see, there's constitutional, there are problems, like take Obama, for example. When he served the 2 terms, he stepped down quietly because the constitution barred him from contesting again. In the case of Nelson Mandela, because of age was telling on him. That is why he had to step down. I think he did not go for the 2nd term. That's the point I'm making. Even in the UK, Boris Johnson,
Nelson Mandela was not as old as Tinubu when he stepped down on the account of age.
You see that he spent 27 years in solitary confinement. It affected his age seriously. His health seriously. Boris Johnson, I think I was reading this morning, said that he wants to step down in the UK because of scandals surrounding him. So by nature, no man voluntarily relinquishes political power. So this is one thing we should also...
I think that is more associated with Black Africa than white. I know, I can't remember, but I know of leaders who have resigned.
No, look at the Queen of England. Look at the Queen of England at her age. I think she's one of the longest serving kings in England, if I'm not mistaken.
That's monarchy now. You don't, that's monarchy. You can't compare monarchy and
that is their system. That is their system.
It's the same thing, Mr. Raka. One thing you don't know that this monarchy that they transfer to this method of governance. You know, you cannot undermine monarchy system, Monaco system.
She's playing a political role. That woman is playing a political role. Anybody who's elected Prime Minister of England, she has a role to play before the man can assume office. That role is political.
So let's talk about Nigeria, please.
Okay.
Yes. No, so we are just referencing it. We are referencing what is going on in the world. You know, focusing on Nigeria, we need to sometimes divert and use other countries.
So you see, one thing is this: the government of Nigeria should know that they have a responsibility to the people, which they are not executing. By nature, men are more prone to evil than good. I don't know if you agree with me.
I think we skip one of the subtopic for this. No, we skip. No, not that one, not the other one. On this topic, the question was
Nasiru.
No, it's not the Nasir El-Rufai own. We talked about the Kuje prison break. We didn't talk so much about the convoy that was attacked 2 days before the prison break. We didn't delve on that.
All right. You see, by nature, men are more prone to evil than good. I don't know if you agree with me. By nature.
That's true. That's true.
Now, this is where the government has to come in to regulate the activities of people in society. If people have the opportunity to empty the central bank, they will do it. It is evil, but that is the nature of man. It is the duty of government to regulate society in a way that the general good of society should be protected. In this area, the federal government seems to be failing. So that is that. In the case of this, the attack in Katsina State on the presidential convoy, advanced party, it is clear that somebody gave out the information. That such a thing, I don't want to believe that they just ran into them unexpectedly. If that is the case, why is it that none of them, it's difficult to imagine that a presidential advanced party will be attacked by, what we call ragtag was called terrorists, and none of them was killed. And I think, is it a deputy or assistant? I mean, a commissioner of police lost his life. Nothing seemed to be happening. This is the laughable or the perplexing aspect is that nothing seemed to be happening. Because when I was in Nigeria those days, many years ago, if a policeman is shot, just shot alone, somewhere in Benin City, in fact, the residents of that neighborhood will flee the whole area. Not until the culprit is arrested and brought to book, that area will not know peace. That was how Benin City used to be 30, 40 years ago.
It was the same thing everywhere in Nigeria then.
Yeah, but I do not know what went wrong. To the extent that a deputy commissioner of police being killed and nothing is happening. I mean, it means fundamentally.
For me, because from go ahead.
Yes, I have one video with regards to this idea of disunity in Nigeria. Aisha Yusuf came out saying that people are complaining about tribalism, disunity in Nigeria. However, the Kabas seems to be uniting. It seems to be uniting
for evil, right?
Power grabbing in Nigeria. So power grabbing in Nigeria, you can see the consensus between these politicians. We are complaining about tribalism. We are complaining about disunity. We are complaining about the northerners or the northern cabals holding on to power. But when it comes to their own unity, we cannot question them at all. These people are very united when it comes to grabbing power in Nigeria. So let me play her video and listen to what she said. I think she makes sense. I think so.
In Nigeria, we have the political class and the people, right? And the political class have always been able to stay united in spite of whatever differences they tell us that we have. They don't seem to have. When it comes to corruption in Nigeria, there's no tribe, there's no religion, there's no ethnicity, there's no gender, nothing. They all work together. When it comes to giving us good, bad governance, they all work together. Those divides that they tell us that we have, they don't seem to have them. And whenever citizens come together to work towards something or working on something or having a common purpose, guess what they always bring in? Religion, ethnicity, and all of that. And they are doing it again, all over again. The last one they did was during NSAS protest. When the Nigerian youth came together all over the country, they came together and with one voice they were saying NSAS. Guess what they used? Religion and ethnicity. And they used the religious leaders and the traditional rulers, the traditional leaders also, or rulers you might call them. And I remember the northern governors even did a meeting. They had a communique where they were saying to the traditional rulers and the religious rulers, well done for a job well done for using ethnicity and religion to divide the youth. Today, the youth, a good number of the youth and a lot of Nigerians are united behind Peter Obi. Guess what they are using? Religion and ethnicity. The same religion and ethnicity that they do not remember when they are giving you bad governance, when they are unleashing mayhem on you. They don't care. When they are doing their corruption, it doesn't divide them. All of a sudden, you're coming together, they are bringing it. And one of the things that they always use is to try to make people responsible for the violence that they unleash. The establishment, right now I'm going to call them the establishment, whether the main opposition, whether the ones in government, whether all of them, it's one political class. That right now they are saying Nigerians are taking their power back and seemingly wanting to decide who is it that becomes the next president.
Yes. Mr. Raka, you heard that? No.
Raka is not hearing, but I heard what he said.
Yes. Oh, she's really making sense, you know.
Okay.
Mr. Raka, okay, hold on. Mr. Raka, hold on. Sorry. I think it's muted. Oh, Mr. Raka.
No, I've watched the video before, so I didn't miss anything. Is it not the one I used, where she said that Whenever these politicians want to engage in corruption, they are united. It doesn't matter what tribe you are. They are united in looting our funds. They are united in dropping. So I've learned. The truth is that we talked about philosophy a while ago. When you want to connive and do what is evil, of course you will be united to go about it. If you want to carry out a coup, you have to be united. If you want to go and rob a bank, you have to be united. But to do good is human nature not to be willing to do good. And because of the lack of willingness to do good, it sometimes the possibility of betrayal comes in. So it's not exactly a good thing. But the point she was trying to make is that the masses at the end of the day who seems to be not united in not allowing this fallback of these cabals, of these looters to come back to us. That is the point she's trying to make. We are the ones that are fighting ourselves. Oh, I will not vote for a Yoruba man. Oh, I will not vote for a Muslim. Oh, I will not vote for a Christian. But in Abuja, the Muslim man and the Christian man are uniting to steal your money. The Igbo man and the Fulani man are uniting to steal their money. It's only when it comes to your vote that they connect you to that thing that makes you to be divided always. Ah, I hate Fulani. I hate. Look, I told you that I was lodging in a hotel. What's the name of the hotel again? Nikon Luxury. The women, the girls they brought for their Boki man anyway. If for the point, I don't want to go further. The truth is that it is we, the masses, that engage in this tribal conflict, religious conflict. Those who loot you, those who put you in this suffering, those who put you in this gnashing of teeth, they are in Abuja. After deliberating in the house of the floor, they go to gardens. In fact, they have an exclusive VIP where they go. They tell you if you drink, it is haram, but they go to Abuja and they drink. They tell you if you look at a woman's backside, it's a sin, but they go to Abuja and carry 3 women with 3 big backside. So the truth is that at what point can we allow us to know that, look, you too, since your leaders are looking at big backside, you too can look at big backside. You get me? When it comes to politics, this man in Brekete family, ordinary president, he said that, look, if you want to enter a plane and they tell you that, look, this is an Igbo man, but he knows how to drive this plane very well. This is a Yoruba man, but he has been driving, but he had never strong. This is a Fulani man, he too, it's not long we employed him. And they say, choose the person that will fly this plane for you up there. Would you say, no, I will choose this man, he's a Yoruba man, he's my brother, I want him to fly the plane? No, because at that time, it is your safety and the success of arriving to your destination that you are considering. Why is it now that when it comes to Nigeria, no electorate, no voter will think about how we get to the destination? Who will take us to the destination? It is, I want my tribesman to become president. At the end of the day, you succeed in putting your tribesman. Nothing comes to you. You are still hungry in your house. You are still not eating. Nothing works for you. I think it's time we began to use this channel to start educating people that, look, if Tinubu is the one you are convinced to vote for him. If it is Atiku you are convinced, vote for him. But let it not be guided by primitive consideration of ethnicity and religion. I think that is what we should be telling our masses.
Exactly. Mr. Raka, you are very right. That is what we should be telling them. That they should detribalize, according to what this guy said the other day.
Let me
this idea that it's from my tribal group, or he must become the president, and like what the Yorubas are saying right now. So how do Emilokon, why Tinubu is not even fit to be the president of Nigeria?
Let me come in here. If we want to detribalize this country, the federal government has to live up to its responsibility. Too many people in this country has been shortchanged. Now, recently, there's a problem in the UK involving Senator Ekweremadu. That problem has, I hope you are hearing me.
I'm hearing you.
Good. That problem intrinsically has nothing to do with Nigeria. That is his personal problem. But the federal government right now is mobilizing forces, getting the best lawyers, diplomatic connection to train me out of the problem. I'm not against it. That's what they decide to do. But they should remember that should I get into a problem in any country for committing a traffic offense, they should remember that should I get into a problem for committing a traffic offense in any country, it is the responsibility of the federal government to come to my rescue. Not even the complicated problem this man has now, just traffic offense, which is very minor. The Nigerian ambassador in that country should take it as a responsibility to come to my rescue. There are so many Nigerians all over the world. Some have even faced firing squads for what they obviously know nothing about. There are so many Nigerians who, as a result of mistaken identity, oh, his face looked very much like that of the man we are seeing on the video, so he must be the one. Oh, he's a Nigerian. Oh yeah, he must be the one. They are languishing in jails. The Nigerian embassies, they do absolutely nothing to help them. So I don't see why they should be so crazy about helping Ekweremadu to solve his personal problem. So in a kingdom where some animals are more equal than others, you cannot expect me to be patriotic. So you have to, ally yourself with the people who will protect your interests. And from the way we are in Nigeria, if our traditional rulers should give us instructions and the federal government should give a counter instruction, it is very likely that most Nigerians will gravitate towards their traditional rulers. Because when all the chips are down, this is the fellow who is likely to come to your rescue, not the federal government. So this is why Nigeria is tribalistic. I hope you're getting the point I'm making. Yes, the federal government has not lived up to expectation. If I'm sick,
can I say something? Because it's raining heavily here. It's raining. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
I can hear you.
It's raining heavily, very heavily. Yeah. So I want us to talk about, because I think we spent 1 hour.
Mr. Raka, let's discuss about Nasir El-Rufai, nominated as a Tinubu running mate. So are you sure of this news?
Okay. You see, let me say something, because I've been eager. That's where I really want to talk about. You see, the problem of religion has always been one of the biggest problems of Nigerian democracy. And the APC, vis-a-vis the Tinubu and his choice of running mate, has further exemplified that. Now, it is easy for APC to suggest a Muslim candidate, and the country has no qualms with that. The North has no qualm with that. Then I'm also thinking, if it is also possible for us to discuss about a Christian candidate, I can assure you that if that duo has any probability of emerging to become the president of Nigeria, there will be grave issue here in the North. I am very sure about that. Now,
somebody mentioned.
Hold on, sir. Now, Tinubu is looking for a vice, and the vice must be a Muslim, because he believes that one thing that they don't know, he knows, and the Northern cabal also knows that for the Southern man, whether you are a Muslim or a Christian, to them you are all the same thing. Now that politics is concerned, he believes that for there to be a potency in his candidacy, he must be supported by a Muslim candidate, and a radical one for that matter. So based on that, they are not looking for an intellectual Muslim from the North. They are not looking for a popular Muslim for the North. They are looking for a Muslim man that can be radical enough to take over from Tinubu in the event that anything happens. Now, in comes Rufai. Don't forget, before Rufai, they picked somebody who I think they weighed that person and saw that that person is not going to give them the ticket. Now, I think the Rufai case, not that they've really settled for Rufai. I think it's just a suggestion that people, they're not at once offering Rufai. It's not as if Tinubu has chosen Rufai. They're not at the one offering Rufai, if my research is clear. But the truth is this: at a point where Nigeria has become divided along ethnic and religious lines, doesn't APC think that bringing a Muslim candidate is testing, or rather insulting, the sensibilities of Christians in Nigeria who have undergone serious persecution for the last 7 years that this APC government are in power? I think for the fact that Buhari has been present and has rendered Osibanjo, who we had thought as a Christian representative in this APC administration, will look out for the interests of Christians, and they've been able to rule out Osibanjo to the extent that him being there or not being there had bear little or no relevance to the interests of Christians in Nigeria. Therefore, why not go the full haul? Let's just make it a Muslim candidate, since we are able to run 7 years and have rendered the Christian representative in this administration useless. So let's just go Muslim. There will not be any matter. Look, my level of academic exposure has not deterred me to believe that there is an Islamic agenda for Nigeria. I am one who believes strongly in that thing. And for APC to be considering a Muslim candidate for Nigeria is a great assault and insult on the sensibilities of the Christians in Nigeria. I, as a Christian man, will not accept that.
Mr. Uraka, when you look at the nature of Christian candidates, and Tinubu is from the southwest. Yeah. Tinubu happens to be a Muslim. You understand? So he's picking a running mate in the north. You cannot expect him to pick a Christian running mate in the north. Why? So it's like a coincidence. So
why? No, I'm asking you why?
So how many Christian politicians are there in the north? Let's be realistic here. So
that's not realistic. No. That's no. When you say let's be realistic, it's like we are debating now. We are debating. So when you say let's be realistic, okay, talk.
Let me finish. You know, we have to look at the political structure of the north. How many Christian politicians are there in the north? And
plenty.
Tinubu is from the south. We can't deny that. But he happens to be a Muslim, and he's picking a running mate in the north. And majority of the prominent politicians in the north are Muslims. So the only choice is to pick a Muslim running mate.
So being a Christian in the north is not a cause for the Christians in the north. Being a Christian in the north is a cause for Christians in the north.
I would never support APC.
I know you are not supporting, but you are just amplifying. You are amplifying the general thought of Southerners in Nigerian politics, and that's what is paining me.
No. Let's look at it from this
I'm just saying it. Not that I'm supporting APC. No.
I know you are not supporting APC. I know you are not supporting APC. I just said you are amplifying the political naivety of most politicians in the South. Okay. It is the way they think. You are just amplifying it.
May I come in?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it is a cabal we should fight. We should not fight religion. We should not fight religion. The cabal.
That's more like it.
Now, you remember Moshood Abiola? He was a Muslim. This running mate, I think it was King Igbe or so, he was equally a Muslim. He contested the election. We knew that he won the election, though he was not declared winner. During the days of Yakubu Gowon, his deputy was, I think, that naval man they call Akinwale Wayne. Either David Ejo or I think it was Akinwale Wayne.
This rain.
Akinwale Wayne. Now, it was a Christian administration. The issue is not strictly religion. You see, the cabal is using religion. To the Northerners,
correct.
The cabal is using religion. They are using tribalism. Peter Obi cannot contest or should not contest because he's an Igbo man. If Peter Obi should pick a Christian from the north right now, they will tell you, oh no, it's a Christian ticket. You should not. It is the cabal we should concentrate on, not the ordinary northern Muslim or southern Christian or whoever it is. I don't.
No, which one? It's not sure be exactly. The way you make it look as if that, well, a Christian in the north is as useless as any other thing. Just being a Christian in the north cannot be used to balance the no. So that's I don't buy that.
What I was trying to say is that how many Christian politicians are there in the north? Prominent politicians.
No, madam,
you want me to start? You want me to start naming them? You want me to? Is Jang Governor Jonah David Jang? Is he not a Muslim? This person, the governor of Plateau State, Simon Lalong, is he not a Christian? Is he not a politician? Is he not a highly placed politician? Jolly Yame. There are so many of them highly placed people in the north.
Are we looking for? Are we looking for? Excuse me. Are we looking for popular? Are we looking for popular Christians or people who can deliver the goods? People can industrialize.
See, you asked a question, Mr. Kuje. No, when you ask a question, when you ask a question, you are allowed. No, you ask a question, then let people answer it. You cannot leave. You cannot ask a question and let it slide down like that. You said, are we looking for Christians or people who can deliver? You see, in a normal climb, that is how we should think. In a normal climb, that's how we should think, irrespective of which religion the person comes from. The person should rule. But unfortunately, we have played this card of irrespective of where the person comes from, the person should rule. And over the years, it has always been Muslim. Then anytime a Christian comes out, they say, no, we don't want Nigeria, say Malam. So we cannot play the card of political correctness and say that it doesn't matter where the person comes from, the person can be a Muslim or Christian, in as much as the person can deliver. But whenever the person who can deliver comes and the person is a Christian, they will say, no, we don't want him. So this is where the problem lies.
Mr. Raka, one thing that you are ignoring here is that Tinubu is from the south. You should know that.
So what? He's a Muslim. No, are you saying the Muslim? Are you saying the Muslim for the south? Are you saying the Muslim from the south? Are you saying the Muslim? Are you saying the Muslim from the south? Are you saying the Muslim from the south is not as equitable as the Muslim man from the north?
Excuse me. Let me put it.
Oh, then the Yorubas are fooling themselves for practicing Islam.
Let me put it this way. A useless Muslim from the north.
You cannot compare Muslims in the south with those in the north. The way Mr. Sani was speaking on this program, can you compare him with a Muslim from the south? Please, let's go.
So and because Mr. Sani thinks like that, we should align our brain to accept it like that. Sorry, now the debate to not be fight to the fight.
No, we are not fighting. The issue is this: a useless Muslim in the north is as bad as a useless Christian in the south.
Yes, that's how they see it.
A useless Christian in the south is as bad as a useless Muslim in the north. Remember, when Yakubu Gowon was head of state, remember, he's a northerner, still alive. He's a northerner. That man fought the civil war. Oh,
sorry, go ahead.
That man fought the civil war without borrowing 1 cent from any country. At the end of the war, he never told us that we borrowed from IMF or from World Bank or whatever bank it is. In the history of Nigeria, that man has contributed more to the progress of the country than any other head of state. He did his best to keep the country together. Although it was a Christian ticket, he never left out what's called the Muslim North. In fact, his government was not based on religion. I hope you get me. Now, this issue of saying who is the most capable people, they start naming people. Mr. X, Mr. Y, Mr. Z. I think it is wrong. There are lots of people inside the country whose background we don't even know. We need to look for them. I remember when Buhari toppled Shagari's government, somebody we never knew at all came to limelight. And that was Thick Brigadier Tunde Diago. The way the man conducted himself, nobody was able to fault him. Nobody knew he was in the barracks. The man distinguished himself and he left office. He was very harsh with people, but they could not spot any tangible thing he did.
The issue of religion was never a problem in Nigeria until Buhari came in. I think it was Buhari who came and amplified this religious divide.
It has been there.
And now that he has taught us, it has been there, but Buhari came and amplified it.
Good.
Now that Buhari has taught us, I'll only be stupid not to play the ball, not to play the game, according to him.
No, what is there is that people of his time, you have to brush them aside. No, the point I'm making is this. Too many people...
I want to quickly read the comment from some people here, sir. Let me quickly read the comment because people have been leaving comments here. Sorry about that. So, Muhammad Aminu, this guy has been following this program and he's carrying the same ideology as Mr. Sani. I'm not
obviously.
Maybe it's Mr. Sani that is using another phone or another line to leave comment here. I'm not sure because it sounds so much like Mr. Sani. So he says, so America is also a joke. Oh my God, not good grammar. There are so many incidents of shootings several times in school, recreational centers, etc. You never hear America come back to say America is finished. Just imagine.
No, the reasoning is very elementary. The reasoning behind what he's saying.
I bet, please, let's read other comments. Forget this man. Let's read that comment. I have about 14 minutes more to go.
The reasoning
let's read that. Let's read more comments. Cannot be able. Let's read like 3 or 4 comments, then we talk.
I will on the phone. We have the phone on now, guys. If you want to call in, you can call in. Sorry, I have the phone. So let me read some of the comments here. It says, so my sister, Muslim in North are more superior to Yoruba Muslims. I'm not saying that they are more superior. I mean, they carry different ideologies. That's what I'm trying to say here.
That's not how you sounded. You sounded exactly how the person put the statement. Yes.
No, but I later explained that. Do you think that a Muslim in the South will come to this program be speaking like Mr. Sani? You understand? They carry definitely.
They wouldn't. They won't.
So
you're right. You're right. They won't. They won't.
I have many Yoruba friends who are Muslims. Many of them.
Now you see, the issue is I don't. And the issue is not a question of religion as such. I'm still discussing about this comment. So when we were discussing about the prison break, this same Muhammad Aminu said, yeah, that is a lie. It is not all of them that escape. Please try always to put things in perspective. So not all of them. Who is saying that all of them escape? Definitely.
They all escaped. They all escaped. They all escaped. Forget. You see, I keep telling you about. They all see. No, when I tell you when I tell you something, please take my own. Forget that man. That man, when their brothers commit a crime, he want to put it in a way that it's not as bad as it is. It's as bad as it is. They all escape. Leave it like that.
If it is only one person who escaped, it's as bad as the whole prison.
Correct.
Fundamentally, the prison was broken into a maximum security prison. Not even medium security. Maximum security prison was broken into with ease, and hoodlums who are in detention escaped. If it's only one who escaped, the director of that prison should be fired. The Minister of Interior should be relieved of his appointment.
I can tell you that the director of that prison will still come to work tomorrow.
No,
nothing will happen to him.
He will not come to work. He will be promoted as the Nigerian ambassador to the United Nations.
You cannot talk to me and not know about the North. Now you're understanding the North.
The problem is the cabal. It's not religion. It's not region. It's the cabal. If they voted for
who are the cabal who are using religion as a tool to control the masses in the North.
No, if they voted massively for Moshood Abiola, will you say that the Northerners don't know what they were doing? You see, the issue, take the Igbo man, for example. If you go to Igbo land today and convince them that if you vote for me, I will promote trade, buying and selling. If you bring your cargo from Hong Kong or whatever it is, I can give you the connection to sell it in Argentina. From there, you go to Belarus. I mean, they are more interested in trade. If they are convinced, the way Awolowo convinced us about education, if they are convinced that what you are telling them is workable, they will vote against an Igbo man and vote for you so that you get what you want. The Hausas themselves, they are suffering. The worst diseases in Africa are in Hausa land.
Not let Sani hear you. Not let Sani hear you say it doesn't the worst disease.
I've been to the north. I've traveled
Not
from
let Sani, not let Sani hear you. Sani go verse with you.
I've been to Kano. I'm not saying there are no diseases in the south, but it is more in the north than in the south. You get the point? They want to be uplifted, but because they are not capacitated with critical thinking, they leave everything up to God. As I always tell people, prayers does not work in political matters. If prayer was working, Psalm chapter 122, verse 6, which says, pray for the peace of Jerusalem. For 3,000 years, they have been praying. How peaceful is Jerusalem today?
But Mr. Sani said he went to school in the UK.
Forget it, all those are lie. That one not going to school for UK. Now lying they lie.
So, you know, education, you can pass through a school,
I don't
and
think
the school
so,
will not pass
because
through you. No, excuse
the way
me,
he's
madam.
thinking, I don't think he went to school in the West at all.
Excuse me, madam. Excuse me. You can pass through a university, and the university did not pass through you. You get what I mean?
No, at least the exposure alone would have helped him a little bit.
Yeah, but when your mind is sealed up, when your mind is sealed up,
thinking, somebody who was
which exposure in the University of Maiduguri, just standing with a girl, they'll come and flog you in the University of Maiduguri. Me, it's just that I did stubborn. They came and they said they want to flog me. I told them, if you try that thing, I will break butt on your head. You try flog me because I stay with the girl. You understand me? The girl said, I dragged the girl to my side. Come here, I hold you. Come and flog me, let me see. You want me to live with this your barbaric world? Just because I stand with girl is a crime. You know them, once they come close to a girl, they get an erection. For just touching girl, erection. Pim. It's unfortunate. Guys, me, I want to go now. I'm so tired though.
Thank you, Mr. Oraka.